Well, I've been waiting for a while to make this video. The Promised Neverland was one of my favourite anime, if not my favourite anime of 2019. The rattling tension built by this show was an amazing experience, especially watching it weekly. From the character dynamic between the three main kids and the mum, to the constant mental battle between the kids and Sister Crone. This show kept me on edge for days. I really did love this show, so much so that I read the manga. And although the ending felt rushed, there were a lot of great characters and a few standout arcs such as Goldie Pond that really made the manga a great experience. Learning more about the world these characters inhabit at the same time as said characters was really enjoyable to me, as the author did such a good job at building up the world and its dynamic of humans and demons. And so when season 2 got announced, I was just as excited as any other fan of the series. But as the season continues, so does my drive to watch the series I once loved. When I first caught wind of the news that the Promised Neverland anime would have some original anime scenes, fucking hell, I was actually quite happy, as I thought they'd redo the rushed ending and maybe even patch up a few plot holes in the manga to give it the adaptation it deserves. Spoiler warning just in case any of you haven't read or watched season 2, by the way. However, as soon as the kids left the two demons they met at the start of the season, Sonju and Mujika, without Mujika mentioning to Emma that she would look for something called the Seven Walls, or well, that she should look for something called the Seven Walls, I knew something was up. And then episode 4 aired. As soon as this episode aired, my stomach sank. The Goldie Pond arc, which is my and a lot of other manga readers' favourite arcs, was skipped. Shit, I guess the pond got dried up, or maybe a demon drank it or some shit. For you anime only watchers, I'm going to briefly explain what should have happened in The Promised Neverland Season 2 Episode 4, if it was an actual faithful adaptation. When the kids go down into the bunker, they should have met a character called Yugo. After meeting him in the manga, they go to Goldie Pond a few months later, which should have taken probably like 10 or more episodes, I should think. I mean, it lasts 20 chapters in the manga, but instead, Goldie Pond is entirely skipped. Yugo is nowhere to be found. We get a bunch of montages of kids having fun, which is very vital to the story. Where is Yugo? Where are all the other characters we should have met in Goldie Pond and beyond that became an integral part of the manga? I was left with so many questions and no answers. I just genuinely don't understand why and how this is a good decision to make. To skip such a pivotal turning point in the manga, I can only understand going for an anime only ending, as the manga did feel pretty rushed and it was a little unsatisfying. But skipping Goldie Pond? I just don't understand it. If what they wanted was for this to be an advertisement for the manga, then they got what they wanted, I guess, because the manga is much better than this garbage that's being spewed every week. What baffles me even more is that they're trying to finish the whole anime in 11 measly episodes. That's right, 11 episodes. Let me get this straight. They're trying to adapt a 181 chapter manga into 22 episodes, factoring in season 1. Everything's going to be fucked by this. They're not even going to be able to scratch the surface of the manga story in 22 episodes. Case in point, the reveal that Norman is in fact still alive. In the manga, there are 44 chapters in between Norman's supposed death and finding out that he is still in fact alive. In the anime though, I can't say the same. There are just 7 episodes between Norman's sacrifice in the anime and finding out he's alive. So when we conveniently saw Norman there to help Emma and Ray at the end of episode 5, the shock value just wasn't there as much as in the manga. In the manga we had time away from Norman, which gave us more time to actually be emotionally attached to him and feel the same loss that Emma and Ray do. Those 44 chapters with no Norman at all instilled us that he was dead and not coming back, which made the reveal of him being alive that much more shocking and emotional. But in the anime, it just felt rushed and convenient to the character. Hey lads, in editing, I have realised that for the next 15 seconds, 20 seconds, pretty big spoiler. but it like applies to the anime more so to the manga. It's a bigger spoiler in the manga than the anime because the anime skipped so much. So if you don't want to hear it, just skip to the timestamp. They also missed quite a crucial detail that Norman was acting as William Minerva to guide the kids to him, which without explaining, just leaves too many plot holes as to how Norman knew where the kids were. It's just too convenient that he just happens to be there to help the kids and feels like an arsepool. I cannot understate how disappointing this anime is, and with 6 episodes to wrap up the entire thing, I have no hope left for this anime adaptation. I guess this is how Tokyo Ghoul fans feel, huh? Now, there is a few things I, as a fan of The Promised Neverland, can hope for. I can hope for some kind of reboot, like Devilman, Fruits Basket, and Higurashi have gotten. Who knows, maybe they can pull a Demon Slayer and make the Goldie Pond arc a movie or OVA or something. Maybe the series could be extended and they could tell the middle of the portion of the story through the flashbacks, but man, I just really am losing motivation to watch this adaptation now. I was literally going to work on a video praising The Promised Neverland's anime, but I just don't think I can do that anymore. Well, what do you guys think of The Promised Neverland Season 2? Let me know. And to leave this on a positive note, I would highly recommend you read the manga. I'll try to leave some links in the description which will allow you to read it online, or buy physical versions of it. I have been Darth Yoshi and I hope to see you guys soon. Also please subscribe and like if you enjoy, thanks.